And hello everyone who is on screen. If you are off screen and can be on screen, please, we'd love to see you. You don't have to look fancy or anything. This is a casual business. But my name is Charlene Wayanka. I'm your host and the presenter for this evening. And I'm just the first of an amazing lineup of leadership tonight, you guys, and a promotion. My background is a small business owner. I also have a background in sales and marketing. And when I took a look at this business, I had just recently closed down my traditional business. It was really heartbreaking. A lot of hard work, many years of sweat equity. And I closed it down because I needed more time. I needed time freedom and flexibility. I didn't have too much time for family or friends, and I wanted something more innovative. I wanted to be online. And so when I took a look at this business, I didn't have too much experience in what we do, but I took a leap of faith. I got started the first time I saw the information. And because of the leadership and the system that you'll be learning about today, within 11 months, I was able to match my corporate income. And in a year and a half, I actually went independent. And since then, I've had the privilege of just being, having the choice of, working on my own time, as well as different choices with my time and my career. And tonight, if you have been invited on, you're going to see why we're so excited as a team here. But I'm going to dive right into the information here. And so our company, you guys, is a very blessed company. We just celebrated 30 years in business. Our motto this year is unstoppable. We are a global company and we are a customer acquisition company. We started in 1993, 27 countries, 5 continents, and we are still growing right now in expansion. We are talking about Brazil here launching very shortly. We have millions of customers acquired, and we are considered the world's largest direct seller of telecommunications, energy, and essential services with a lot of documentation and credibility, A+ rating in the Better Business Bureau, and documentation in Inc. 500, even the Wall Street Journal. Okay, right now, I wanted to talk to you about our flagship service and the unique timing and the crusade we are doing in the healthcare industry. Right now, I want to talk to you guys about comparing the difference between health insurance and health sharing, because our flagship service right now, and we're helping so many business owners as well as families save up to 30 to 70%. Here's just the basic difference of what health insurance and health sharing is. So during health insurance, you guys, we have high monthly premiums. With Impact Health, you'll be learning about that today. We're saving families and business owners 30 to 70% savings per month. Regular commercial insurance, you have high deductibles per family members. Annual PRA, which is kind of like your deductible for Impact, is as low as $2,500 per household, much lower than a regular deductible. In health insurance, you have to choose from a specified network of physicians and facilities there. With Impact, it's open network. Okay, you get to choose, you're not stuck. And then with health insurance, there's a pharmacy pricing is a little bit higher. We have lower pharmacy pricing and a portal that you can actually see pricing for. Higher co-shares on the left side here for health insurance co-pays and provider fees, when Impact has lower co-pays, co-shares, and provider fees. Please take a picture of this. And then there's extra telehealth costs for health insurance. For example, my husband's company that he works for, it's a big company, they have to pay extra for Cigna for telehealth. And with Impact, telehealth is actually included. Just a little bit, kind of just a teaser of what we're going to be covering in regards to health insurance and healthcare, and how we are disrupting the industry right now with what we're doing. And the great news is that you don't even have to be a citizen. You just have to have a TIN with us, and we can cover you for people who are not from this country as well, which is a big blessing. And you guys, what is it exactly that we do? We refer and connect residential and business services that we absolutely need and cannot live without. COVID hit and we were talking about essential services. And at the end of the day, if you took a look at this business, you would say, wow, these are services that we don't stop paying for on a monthly basis and absolutely need. So take a look at these services: cell phone service, internet, we bundle those. television. We can't live without electricity and gas. You guys, healthcare, we just gave you some information on Impact Health, our flagship service, and how we are helping families and business owners nationwide save tremendously and get better quality coverage. Security and automation, we can do credit card machines. We have a guaranteed savings for business owners there. Travel, since the world is open again, and then of course identity theft protection for the dark web. And as you can see, we have major providers that we're partnered with. These are just to name a few. In different countries, we have different services, but this is what we do. We actually have a business module around services that we absolutely have to pay and cannot live without, which I absolutely love. Here are a couple of promos, you guys. We have a promo where if you're partnered with us and you acquire 12 gas or 12 electricity customers, you can get free gas and free electricity. So not only discount services and better quality, you can actually eliminate some of your bills. Some of the people on this call today, you'll see who, don't even pay for electric and gas anymore for many years. And near and dear to my heart is Project Feeding Kids. This is a charity that we launched quite a while ago, over a decade ago, where every time we acquire a customer, our competitive advantage is that we're able to donate every time someone becomes our customer. So when a customer is acquired, a child gets fed. We are also the largest corporate donator for the Ronald McDonald Fund. We'll be able to tell you a little bit more about that. But here's, in its simplicity, our business module. See, most service providers, all the major providers that we actually are partnered with, they have to spend a lot of money on media and internet marketing. And when they saw our company, how credible it was, as we expanded our services, all we do is we go direct to consumer. With that, our consumers have more choices, they have better value, and we have an income generating opportunity for you just by referring services. I mean, let's face it, we've referred something. I just went to go see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles this past weekend with our daughter. We already referred the movie to pretty much everyone we know who has kids, okay? But I didn't get paid for that. Here, as long as we just refer people, we actually have a business module that is wrapped around it, which is awesome. And with that, we get paid 4 unique, robust ways. Okay, the first way is by acquiring customers. I call these connection bonuses. These are unlimited with no cap, so you can actually write your check. 5 services doesn't have to mean 5 people. It could be a few services within a household, okay? So 5 services, 200, 8 services, 400, 11 services, 600, and for every couple services above that, it's an extra 200. And again, this is weekly pay, direct deposit. And on the residual side, I like to call this the smart money or the sleep money. Every time a customer pays their bill, we earn 3 to 20% of the billing revenue that's commissionable here, and that's paid monthly too. I love the fact that we get paid on the front end and the back end long term. I've been in the company now for quite a while, and I'm getting paid on services that only took me a few minutes quite a long time ago. And so I love the fact that I can still see that compensation month after month, year after year, as those bills get paid. And then overriding bonuses, the company does allow you to build distribution. Write that word down, oh my goodness, and building an organization. This is optional, but this is a great way to make passive income where you're earning 4% on customers that were acquired within your organization. Some people you've never met before, you've never connected, but you still earn that smart money on top of that. So overriding here, customer acquisition bonuses. As the team builds and acquires their customers, we get between $50 to $450 of a customer acquisition bonus. As your team is successful, you become successful, and we're all pulling out the same end of the rope, which is great. Okay, and then basically to get started, you guys, and to become an independent business owner, it's only a one-time investment of $299. That's the startup. And $25 a month business support that comes with a full personalized website, training and marketing tools, business tracking. You can see all your analytics in the back with the data, customer support, and also ACN perks. There's a lot of discount perks and privileges when you're partnered up with our company. All we do, you guys, is direct people to your website, okay, your personalized website, and assist them in becoming a customer, and ACN does the rest. If you've ever been a business owner, you know the traditional headaches of a business, payroll, overhead, so forth. The only reoccurring monthly overhead you have is $25 here a month, and this is a tax write-off. So it's a beautiful business. So we call it a business in a box. Okay. But basically, we actually, with Impact Health here, that's our flagship service. You're going to learn more about that. But with all the services encompassed, you're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. Okay, that's the part that I love. And right now, you guys, we actually have someone who just got promoted within our company on his first promotion. And a very unique story. I met him out in Dallas when he was working for a company, and he had great customer service, a great positive attitude, just really drawn to his aura. And of course, just so happened he was very business savvy and business minded, and told me he was a business owner already and has an incredible background. Young gentleman out in the Dallas, Texas area, you guys, qualifying for his first promotion here, first of many. Okay, we are going to promote to the position of CQ, Mr. Tyler Oroku, and I'm going to give him the spotlight here really quick. And Tyler, I know you're on, but the floor is all yours.
Thanks, Charlene. I appreciate it. Great presentation, as always. So my name's Tyler Oroku. I'm here out in the Dallas Metroplex area. A little bit of background. I was in the military for about six and a half years. I was a medic with the Navy and a medic for the Marines. Got out, decided to pursue education here at TCU. Go Frogs, if there's any Frog fans out there. So yeah, with Charlene's help, she's helped me, gain a couple customers relatively quick. I've only been with the company maybe 2 weeks right now. Looking to get a few business partners here pretty soon. We've been working on that. Like I said, just with the guidance from Charlene and JT as well, they've been mentoring me almost every day, it seems like. And with a busy schedule, that you can lean on them at any time. I really appreciate all the help that they've given me. But yeah, that's about all I have for my presentation.
Sounds good, Tyler. Thank you so much. You are a breath of fresh air. Excited for you and your next promotion. You're a busy guy, man. Going to school, starting a new business. He actually has a supplemental company that he's manufacturing from scratch. Also manages Airbnbs for his family's properties, you guys. And of course, because he's business savvy, he took a look at ACN, got started right away, and because of the leadership in the system, like he said, now he's moving his business forward and growing. And so we're super proud of you, buddy. We look forward to, your next step of leadership here and creating a big organization of business here in the future. And so you guys, my part's done. I hope you got our opportunity in its simplicity. What we do here can be done by anyone if they lean on the leadership in the system. We're going to pass it over all the way to Houston, Texas, where we're going to talk a little bit about the money, you guys. I respect this gentleman greatly. He has poured so much into myself and our organization, countless hours of mentorship and friendship, you guys. I'm going to pass it over to Top Producing Regional Vice President, Mr. JT Thomas.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Charlene. Guys, could we give Miss Charlene a round of applause, and Mr. Tyler here for a round of applause, because this guy, we watched him come in and do an incredible job. And Tyler, thank you for your service and all that you do. And, it's just so exciting to see new promotions and everything. So thank you again. And, Charlene did an incredible job explaining what we do and how we do it and all of that. But now we're going to get into the nitty gritty. All right. We're going to talk about the training. I like to see people with their cameras on. Good to see everybody. Miss Faustina, Mr. Tuan, good to see you. Mr. Eddie, good to see you. Mr. Paul, right, from Georgia, good to see you. Miss Berry, good to see you. So it's good to see everybody, guys. We're gonna get into some exciting stuff because welcome to August, right? It's a new month, new goals, new dreams, right? Can you believe we're already in August? Man, this year's passed by. Who here knows? Like, who here, by show of hands, have seen that this year's passed by pretty fast, right? So, guys, I'm really excited. This is an incredible opportunity, guys. We got some new stuff to talk to you about tonight. But let's get into the training. And with the training, here's what I want you to do. You know, you want to make sure you take some notes, guys, and make sure you have your camera available because we're going to take some notes, but we also want to take some screenshots. So we, you know, sometimes we go a little fast. Make sure you take some screenshots. But we're gonna talk about getting your first promotion tonight. We're gonna talk about learning how to build a team, mastering the right approach. And number 3, we're gonna talk about understanding the system and why training events are important. You wanna make sure you understand the system. Now we're talking about compensation today. And guys, you wanna understand that compensation is only earned at ACN when customers are acquired. So no matter how many people you have on your team, if no one is getting customers, there is no check, there is no one getting paid, and there is no feeding children with Feeding America. So you want to understand, you want to get customers, and we're going to talk about that after this training, the next trainer. Now, when you're new today, you want to do like Tyler. Everybody say, be like Tyler. You want to get 5 services, all right? 5 services, 10 points equals $200. Now, people always ask me, well, why do you need to do that, JT, so fast? Well, the reason why Tyler wanted to do it is because he wanted his first promotion and payout. He wanted to be eligible to earn residual income. And of course, now he graduates to the Friday Night Leadership. And not only that, I want you to write this down if you're new tonight. Getting this done as fast as possible means you have a story. I want you to write that down. You have a story. Because when you show this business to other people, they're going to want to know, hey, Tyler, did you make any money? Hey, Charlene, did you make any money? Well, yeah, I got paid right away. They just told me to do this and I got paid. So guys, you want to make sure you have that story available to you and for you and your team going further in the future. Now, when you are getting customer qualified, remember, we make money 2 ways. Number 1 is residual income. That means personal residual income. You know, that's from the services that you get yourself. And then you get residual income from your team that you show this opportunity. Now, number 2, there are customer acquisition bonuses. So remember, when you're getting customers, there are bonuses paid out up front on the front end. Now, let's talk about residual income. This is the monthly reoccurring income that comes in month after month, year after year. Now, let's take a picture of this, guys. This is all of the points. Remember, points are important because the more points you have, the higher the residual. Okay, so make sure you take a picture of this. As you can see, we focus on those 6 that are the lucrative, you know, Vivint, security system, health share, ID theft protection, guys. You want to make sure, we'll talk about this more when we get into the customer training, but make sure you understand that the more points you have, the higher the residual. And here is what this looks like. So everyone starts, you know, from 7 to 39 points, 3%, right? But you want to circle and highlight 200 plus points. Write that down because that's how you maximize your residual at 20% month after month, year after year. You get paid on the spend of the bills. Now, remember, this is not a monthly quota. So, you know, Tyler doesn't have to do this over and over again. Charlene doesn't have to keep doing this. You know, Miss Tina, you don't have to keep doing this every month. There's no monthly reset. So understand that when you get to 20% or whatever percent it is, just know that all the services you put in from day 1, it will increase to that number, that percentage every month. You're getting paid on that. So you want to shoot for that 200 plus point, 20% as fast as possible. But here's what I'll tell you. In your first 90 days, you want to go for at least 60 to 99 points and knock out 10%. So make that a goal, at least for your first 60, 90 days, try to shoot for that 10%. And then of course, I will tell you this because I've been doing this for quite some time. When you get to that number, there's going to be people referring you. customers, guys. So just be excited when you get to that number. Trust me on that. So let's talk about overriding residual. Now, this is the residual that you get from your team. As you build a team, as you can see, we get paid to the 5th level. And when you're an RVP or higher, you get paid beyond your 5th level. Now, everyone write down 75 personal customer points. Write that down, because that's how you get paid to your 5th level. And I know some people are going to say, well, JT, what is a level? I don't understand what a level is. Well, let me explain that for you. See, just understand that this is you here. And remember, take a picture of this. Now, when you get 75 personal points, this is what it looks like. Let's just say you got started. This is you, you have your 75 points. And you talk to someone like a Miss Joy. Remember, you use the words that work. You talk to Miss Joy. She was open-minded to join your business and make residual income, and she will be on your 1st level. Now, Miss Joy is excited, and she's going to talk to somebody. Guess who she's going to talk to? She's going to talk to Charlene, because Charlene's a boss, right? We all can agree. So she talks to Charlene. Charlene gets started. Now Charlene is on your 2nd level, Joy's 1st level. Does that make sense, everybody? Now, the only way you get paid on those first 2 levels is what? Look right there. It says you have to reach 25 points yourself. That means 25 points that come through your store. All right. Now, Miss Charlene talks to David. David gets started. David is on your 3rd level. David talks to Marshall. Marshall is on your 4th level, right? And then Marshall talks to Miss Estella, because she's a boss. She would be on your 5th level. And to get paid on Joy's business, Miss Charlene's business, David, Marshall, and Estella, you have to have 75 personal points. So make sure you write down 75 personal points, because that's how you get overriding residual income on those 5th levels. Now go RVP. That's what I would tell you. So you can get paid infinite levels. All right. Now residuals take time. And customer bonuses, the more customer bonuses you have, the higher your residual. So keep getting those customer bonuses that are paid out every week, and your residual income will grow. Now let's talk about these positions. And I want you to take a picture of this, because these are the positions. This is your business plan. You go all the way from customer qualified to senior vice president platinum. But here's what I want you to focus on. And you're going to understand why in a few minutes. I want you to focus on regional coordinator. If you're new on this call, if you're not a regional coordinator, you want to shoot for regional coordinator as fast as possible. Now, let me explain why. Now, the first position is customer qualified. And remember, as you go get customer qualified, all you need is 5 services and 10 points. And, congratulations to Mr. Tyler. He did that. So that he hit the most important position, which is customer qualified. Now, the next position, or I'm sorry, the points when you're customer qualified, remember, you qualify for these bonuses. All right. So remember, the bonuses are steady. They keep coming in, and they're unlimited. So imagine getting 8 services for $400, 8 services, $600. So again, unlimited $200 every 3 services and 6 points. So just take a picture of this. And by the way, I want to preface this by telling you guys, when you're new to the business and you're just now learning this business, understand that we have several trainings on how to do this thing. Okay. So don't get overwhelmed. Just keep coming back, because a lot of the stuff we're going to go over, you're not going to get it all today on your first training, right? Or even your second training. You just got to keep coming back, and then it'll click to you what these numbers and all of this stuff means. Okay. So going back, the next position is executive team leader. And an executive team leader, you just need 30 points. Remember, those points are important between yourself and your team. Now, when you're an executive team leader, you now make $50 for everyone who comes into your business, like a Mr. Tyler here, and gets qualified. So what happens is, this is just an example. Now, some people do more, some people do less. But let's just say you had 10 people like Tyler that got started, and they get customer qualified. Well, you make $50 per person. That's $500 extra dollars you made that month. Okay. And that's separate from your residual income. Guys, it's incredible. Now, if you're new on this call, and you just got started in the month of August, you got started today. In the month of August, if you go executive team leader in your first 30 days, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to pay you $500 extra, okay, just for doing that. So you want to go executive team leader in your first 30 days. Remember, you need to count 15 points from your downline from someone who's in your business. So you want to make sure you listen to the team building training that we're going to do in a little bit on how to build a team. All right. But just know you can make $500 by going executive team leader in your first 30 days. Now, moving on, regional coordinator. Remember, I told you guys to circle and highlight regional coordinator, because if you're new tonight, you're going to see about 1,500 reasons why you need to become a regional coordinator. Let's talk about it. To be a regional coordinator, you need 200 points between yourself and your team. Now, of course, you can count 100 points per organization, per leg, all right? But you now make $150 instead of $50 on every new person who enrolls in your business and gets customer qualified, like Mr. Tyler here. So, guys, let's just put some numbers behind it. Example, if you got 20 people that got started this month, they all got customer qualified. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you just made $3,000 extra part-time spare time outside of residual. So go regional coordinator. But here's what I'm excited about in the month of August. You guys get started in August. Look at this bonus. You go regional coordinator in your first 90 days of being in the business. You got 90 days to do this, guys. You make $1,000 extra on top of the 500 you made at executive team leader. Guys, you want to go regional coordinator right away. Okay. Matter of fact, when we get into a breakout room, ask your leader, how do I be a regional coordinator? Okay. And they will put together a plan for you. Now, like I said, that's over $1,500 just from getting started in August. It's a lot of money on the table, guys. We're not even done. There's a lot of money that you're going to see when we get to the customer training. Just wait till you see all the money that's available. Now, regional director is someone who has went out and got 600 points between themselves and a team. Okay, so you build a team, it will go a lot faster. And as you can see, you make $250 every time a new person like Mr. Tyler here that got customer qualified. And look at the example, 30 customer qualified. Some people do more, some people do less. But imagine that happens. You're not working this by yourself, you're part-time, and that's $7,500 extra on top of your job, on top of your business, or whatever else you're doing. and not even talking about the residual, guys. So regional director is an exciting position. You heard from a regional director earlier, Miss Charlene. She's having a great time at regional director. Trust me on that. That's why she's excited all the time. So you want to go regional director as soon as possible. Now, of course, the last position that we're going to talk about today is regional vice president. Now, at regional vice president, all you need is 3,000 points between yourself and your team, guys. Very simple to do, very, very powerful. Just make sure you do that as soon as possible, guys. Come up with a plan, but just go regional coordinator first. If I could tell you guys anything, go regional coordinator first and write this down. Here's the secret. Help a lot of people. Okay? Help a lot of people like Mr. Tyler here get customer qualified. Help him go executive team leader. Help people go regional coordinator. Help people go regional director. And I promise you, you will be a regional vice president. So just help a lot of people, guys. That's the secret. All right. So I hope I served you well in the customer and the compensation plan training, guys. Hope you took some good notes and took some screenshots. But now we're going to get into some more money because we're going to talk about getting customers. And who here wants to know how to get customers, right? Y'all want to know? Yeah, by show, I want to see some hands. All right, perfect. We got 2 hands from Miss Faustina and Mr. David. All right, so perfect, guys. We're going to share with you exactly what to do to get customers. And there's no one more qualified than this individual. He's a regional director out of South Texas. He's in the real estate industry, done incredibly well, guys, but he saw this opportunity and he's doing amazing things. And he's none other than a regional director, Mr. David Olivares. Mr. David, the call's all yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am so excited to be here tonight. I was taking notes like a crazy person. Wow, Mr. JT. Let's give him a huge round of applause. Regional Vice President, Mr. JT Thomas. I was like, what is your story? It's like, wow, do you want to have a happy, exciting story or, oh, I don't want to listen to that story. Yeah, that's a bad movie. Oh my gosh, I was like going crazy here. I want to go RD all over again. I made a commitment. I'm going to go RD all over again in 90 days and make that smile go from one side of the screen to the other side of the screen, right? Okay, guys, let's get into it. Now, perfect. All right. Once again, David Olivares, realtor from South Texas, the Rio Grande Valley area. I've been doing this for a few years. I got into this because obviously I saw people getting these services every single day. So it just made sense for people to get these services from me instead of them giving it away for somebody else. Now I get to do real estate part-time. I still enjoy real estate, but now I can work my schedule. I don't have to be, stretching myself to the limit without, putting myself through too much. So let's get some customers, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make some money. All right. Start making money today. Loading screen there, and we are ready to rock and roll. Once that is good, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen now? Okay, perfect. Excellent. Great. So the first thing that you want to do, ladies and gentlemen, is get familiar with the services. You're going to see a lot of things repeated, but you want to be able to know them like the back of your hand. All these are the services that we offer here in the United States. We have more services coming, right? But there's 6 services that we focus on more, which are the top 6 most simple and lucrative services that we have, right? Because if you focus on these, the other ones are going to fall into place. I'm going to give you a big pro tip. You can always recommend them after you have one of these customers. For example, I got today an internet and an electricity customer from an electricity customer. No, I got an internet and a TV customer from an electricity customer that I got last month. When I was talking to him, I said, "Hey, you know what? Thank you so much." He asked me. I asked him for the favor. He became an electricity customer. And I said, "Hey, are you going to be needing internet later on?" He said, "Yes." At the first of the month, he called me first thing in the morning. We hooked up his internet and his television. Just a little pro tip right there. All right. Next is how do you find your customers? First place is you, highlighted in red. You want to believe in what you have, right? And get paid on your own services. And of course, number 2, people who say no to your business. All they have to do is make a decision. They want to make money or they want to save money. If they say no to your business, they can be your customer. Number 3, everybody else using a special approach. We're not selling, okay? We're going to talk about a sharing approach that we use, which is a favor, why, help, support. Even though I've been in the business a few years, those who know me, I still use to this day that approach, right? If you want to be Mr. Sales Guy, you that's not what this business is. We're sharing what we do. All right. Focus on the first 2 when you're new, right? And even to this day, this is what I focus on, right? Think like a business owner. Benefits of becoming your own customer creates belief. You learn the sign up process. You get paid on your own services up to 20%, like Mr. Regional Vice President JT Thomas mentioned, and you go from selling to sharing. Make a note of that website. I'm not going to go open it right now, but there's a lot of information that can help you out. All right, guys. Moving on, because we have a lot of information to share. These are incentives that ACN has for us. We can get free cell phone services, right? If you become a cell phone customer with Flash Mobile, you get 5 accounts. Yours can be up to free. On the identity theft protection, it's the same thing. Become an ID Seal customer, you get 5 of those. Yours can be up to free. On the electricity, get 12 energy or 12 gas accounts. Yours can be up to free every single month. If you have free electricity, just put it in the chat here. I've got free electricity. You're going to be surprised how many of us have free electricity. I love it. I love it, especially in summer. Moving on next is we have some basics that you need to know about Zoom Energy. What you really need to remember here to keep it simple is Zoom Energy has an A+ in the Better Business Bureau. We have the largest consumer footprint of any retailer in the country, right? And we've got special programs that if they become a Zoom Energy customer, they can get little incentives and there's no interruption in service, right? But you can take a picture of these slides, right? Special bonuses. I love bonuses, right? If you get any gas or electricity customers this month, for every set of 5, you get extra bonuses. I'm not going to go into it, but just for example, if you're in an area where you can get 5 electricities with a bonuses that we have standard, every month, 5 electricity is going to get you 400. If you can get gas and electricity, that's going to give you $1,100. You get the idea. 11 electricities, $1,000, electricity and gas, $2,900, etc. Right? There's a lot of money on the table, guys. There's no excuse not to make money, and we even mark the states of what is in what state. Right? Moving on next. Oh, this is one of my favorite services. One of the easiest services to be able to acquire. All you have to do is once you have your customer that says that they want to be your customer, right, using the correct approach, you do a 3-way call this number, give them your IBO number, and sit back, let them do the work for you, right? This month up to the 14th, buy one, get one free camera, 3 months of free monitoring, free installation, free activation, and you don't see it on here. But for you, the IBO, if you get a Vivint between now and the 14th of August, you get a $250 gift card. Get 4 of those this month before the 14th. That's $1,000, guys. There's a lot of money. Plus, it's demo product. We're not CPAs, but if you're using to demonstrate your product, talk about it with your CPA how you can make it a business expense, right? Like I said, we're not CPAs, but just something to think about. There you go. Boom. $250 gift card, right? Moving on next. Free activation if you port over at least 2 lines to Flash Mobile, because normally activation is $27 each line. They've extended this for August. Next, Impact. This is our highest paying residual service out of all of them. So works better, feels better than insurance. It brings community and technology together, guys, right? Now, take a screenshot of this. I'm going to open up all the little comparisons here to make it time efficient. The difference between health insurance and Impact. Typically, private health insurance and Impact. You can see some of the differences. I'm not going to go into them, but there's a lot of differences. My favorite one is up to 70% less than traditional. All right. Next is when you become a business partner, you have to take a 15 questionnaire to be accredited. You have to do this every 12 months. On the 11th month, you're going to get an email. If you're an existing business partner, email from Impact. It's going to be the same questions, and they want to make sure you're familiar with some of the basics. You don't have to be an expert, but some of the basics. Basics such as for singles, it starts at $73. We do offer Impact for seniors, for businesses, for families, right? So there's a lot of available that Impact offers for people. This is an example of what the card looks like, right? This is information that whenever you go to the doctor, your billing person at the front desk or whoever does the paying there is going to need this. So give them your card. If you haven't got it in the mail yet, if you're new, you can screenshot it from your account. It's the same thing printed out. You usually get it in about 15 days in the mail in a white envelope. So don't throw it away. So if you become an Impact customer, look out for a white envelope. It's going to be your Impact card. They do that for privacy. Next is how do you get customers? Ask a simple question. Are you open to getting a free quote in your healthcare? If they say yes, go to your website, give them a quote based on the oldest member of the family, how many they want to put on the program. If they like it, they go over the guidelines, sign them up. If they have a few questions, you don't want to go into it, right? Make sure to submit them as a lead. They'll get a call back within 24 to 72 hours from an Impact consultant. please set the right expectations. Impact is not insurance. Do not call it insurance. It's an alternative to the high cost of health insurance, and it's a nonprofit. Okay, very important. We don't want to mislead anybody, right? Now, an example of what you can earn. Don't post this on social media. This is just for you. Let's just say you've got 25 members paying an average of $400 for their monthly share. That's what it's called. We don't call it a premium. We call it a monthly share. 25 members, it's going to give you up to $800 roughly. 50 members, 2,000. 100 members, 4,000. This is every month, ladies and gentlemen, as long as you maintain the customer. Just to give you an idea, the sky's the limit, right? You can build this business as big as you want, right? Every Tuesday morning, there's a educational by the streets. They're one of our top regional vice presidents, and they go over impact in detail with even a Q&A. Next, the special approach. We talked about this. Favor, why, help, support. I love this approach because you're speaking from the heart, right? People can tell if you're just trying to pull a fast one or if you're speaking from the heart. Ladies and gentlemen, speak from the heart, right? Can you do me a huge personal favor? I like to personalize it. Let's say I'm calling my friend Kevin. Hey, Kevin, can you do me a huge personal favor? I'm working with a program that offers essential services, and it would mean the world to me if you would become one of my customers. The reason I'm asking is because I'm working towards a promotion, and I'm almost there, Kevin. I need a few more customers by midnight tonight. Kevin, can you do me a huge favor? Support me and become one of my customers. It would mean the world to me, man. Simple. I didn't sound like a robot. Practice it, make it natural, keep it fun, smile when you're talking, right? And closing tips to learn faster and get more customers, start with being your own customer. Exactly like Mr. Oroku did, he became his own customer. And start with mastering 2 to 3 services. Don't try to figure everything out, especially when you're new. And master the special approach. So there's a special video. You get with whoever you're working with. They can send you this special video to be able to get a better understanding of the favor, why, help approach. So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes my segment. Next, we're going to go into how to be able to acquire a team of getting customers. All right. And I am so honored because I've got top producer all the way from Michigan, regional director, Mrs. Estella Williams. Let's bring her onto our digital stage. Round of applause.
Wow. Good evening, everyone. And thank you so much, Mr. David. I'm back here taking all kinds of notes. I hope you guys were as well. If you didn't, all of us after this call, everybody should be able to go out and get 200 plus customers. Not services, not points, services, because he delivered the goods. So great job, Mr. David. I don't, do I really have to go after him? So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And, I'm not going to belabor the time. But again, my name is Estella Williams. I'm a regional director, and my husband and I are very honored to be a part of this amazing company. When I took a look at this company many years ago, I was very, very busy working multiple jobs, and I was a business owner. So I really didn't have a lot of time. So I was time broke, but I wanted to be able to leave a legacy in place for my family, and I wanted to be able to buy back my time. And, just by getting involved with this amazing opportunity, and I'll be very honest with you all, I was really skeptical, like some of you on this call tonight. Some of you on this call are really skeptical. So I'll put you at ease. I got involved with the company, and fast forward 21 years later, everything the company said it was going to do, they did that and then some. They've delivered that and then some. So my husband and I have not only been blessed by this amazing opportunity, we've been blessed to be a blessing to countless individuals nationally and internationally. And it's all due to this amazing opportunity and this amazing company and the system that we have in place here with our amazing company. So let's go to let's go and learn how to build a team. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Say I'm ready. All right, let's go. And before we get started, I just want you guys to know, if you see me get even more excited tonight, don't worry about it. This is my month. This is my birthday month. You know, it was my husband's month last month and our anniversary month. This month is my month. And, you know, so I'm a lion. So you guys are about to hear me roar tonight. All right. So let's go build a team and launch your business. Now, when you get started, this is a really simple, a quick start that we're going to have. An example of a quick start. When you get started, your first 30 days, I want you guys to look to the right of the screen. Identify 5 of those services that that would make sense to you, for you to acquire, and get those 5 services right away. We want to help you get those services within your first 24, 48 hours, or working with the coach that you're working with, following their system, following what they're asking you to do. But you want to get that done right away, 5 to 10 points right away. But that's going to generate for you a $200 bonus. We're excited because, and not only do we want to do that, because we're going to also go ahead and share this information with 2 people on your behalf, whether it's a family member or a business partner, friend, it doesn't matter. They're going to earn $200 because we're going to show them how to do 5 and 10, just like we did with you. They're going to earn $200, but you're going to earn an additional $500 for a total of $700 by getting this done within your first 30 days. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but that's exciting, because into the times and the economy that we're in right now, that $700 could really do some things. Now, I want everyone to take a picture of this slide. This is what you want to do within your first 24 to 48 hours. Set a private Zoom with the person that you're working with. I want you to schedule a Zoom. Pick a time that works best for you and the person that you're working with. So make sure that you don't worry about what's convenient for your guests. It's just like if you were getting married. You don't call the guest and say, when would be okay for you with you for me to get married? I know when my husband and I got married, we didn't call the guests and ask them when it was okay for us to get married. We set the date. People that could come, they came. So that's what you want to do. And you want to, schedule the time, make the list, make a list of 100 names and numbers right away. Do not prejudge. When you're making this list, do not prejudge, because prejudging will cost you millions. And you're going to start with your A list. Who is the A list? Well, it's business owners, because business owners make decisions right away. They're used to using that decision-making muscle. So you want to use that. You want to start with the business owners right away. And then you also want to call network marketing, people with network marketing experience. It doesn't matter whether they sold soap on a rope, coffee, vitamins, it doesn't matter. And then anyone that earns 100,000 plus, 100,000 plus earners, you want to call those people, because although they may have a job, that job is just like them being a business owner. They work that job as though they own that company. And so that's why you want to put them on the list at the top as well. And then put everyone else on there. And you want to invite, over invite, because 50% of what you invite just won't show. And that's why you want to have double digits invited. And the person that invites the most, that's who, the most people to the Zoom the fastest, that's who they're going to win. Now, I want you guys to take a look at this screen. Please take a picture of this slide, because this here is the actual key. This is the actual, how should I say, the magic number. This is your winning ticket here. The words that work. This is everything. So this is your magic to help you get to, whatever your goals and dreams are. By helping you get to the regional director, helping you get to wherever it is you want to go in this company, this is your ticket. So what I'd like to do, I'm going to have someone, I'm going to have Mr. JT Thomas role play with me. Mr. JT, would you please?
I am here. Ready.
All right, great. Now, Mr. JT, this is my brother, ladies and gentlemen. This is my brother from another mother. So when I call him, I'm not calling him like I'm, trying to peek. I'm not calling him acting all strange and weird. you know, just be natural, be you. When you call your people, be you. Use the words that work, but be you. Okay, so ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, JT, this is Estella. Hey, JT, you know this is Estella. How you doing?
Oh, you know, I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?
I'm amazingly blessed. You already know. Listen, I only got a minute. I got something. I know this is a crazy question, but I just got to ask you something. Do you look at
Yeah,
other
sure.
ways of making money?
I mean, that is a crazy question, of course. Have you seen the price of these groceries and everything else? Have you seen these mortgage and interest rates? 'Cause I'm out here trying to
Yes.
purchase properties, and yeah, this ain't it. So yeah, of course I'm looking at other ways.
Absolutely. Trust me, I've been looking at it too. That's why I started looking, because I was involved in that serious car accident, and Chris has been having some health issues as well. And that's why I started looking. And I am so excited because I don't know how I was able to do it, but I'm actually working with an individual that's having massive success expanding an online business with global and essential services. And her name is Miss Charlene Hawanka. I don't know how I was able to do it, but I actually got Miss Charlene to give me 15 to 20 minutes of her time tomorrow evening on a Zoom call at 6:30. If I put you down for coming, can I count on you to jump on this call and evaluate this with me?
Yeah, I mean, I want to meet Charlene. She sounds successful. I'm always down to network, but
Oh,
you
Miss
know,
Charlene is amazing.
yeah. So I would love to meet her, but can you give me a little bit more, of
Sure.
what's going on?
Well, all I know is, that is an excellent question. That is an excellent question. All I know is that Miss Charlene is having massive success. She's helped a lot of people, and she's been very successful herself. And based on the success that she's having, I would really like to see what she's doing. So it may or may not be for you, but just trust me. And again, it's only 15 to 20 minutes. So, I mean, we got all of this stuff that's going on. I mean, I saw a sack of potatoes yesterday for $11, $12. I don't know about you, but I got to find some way to be able to pay for all of this stuff. So I can give up 15 to 20 minutes to see how I can be able to make some money to be able to feed my family. What about you?
You know what, sis? 15 to 20 minutes. I just want to take that time because I don't know what it is or what she's doing, but it's worth my time to see if it's something that could change my life. So you know what? Put me down as coming. I evaluate it with you, and we can look at it together. And like you said, if it ain't for me, I'll let you know. So,
all right.
Put me down.
Absolutely. And you know what, JT? Even if it's not for you, I know you know a lot of people, and just being the servant leader that you are, I know that you'll want to bless some other people.
Absolutely. Sounds
now,
good.
words that don't work, ladies and gentlemen. And please notice, I never said the word AC. I never said ACN. I never said $2.99. I never said $25 a month. I never said AT&T, T-Mobile, Impact Health Sharing. I never talked about the services at all, and you don't want to either. See, be respectful and allow people to be able to see the information on a professional level in a professional presentation so that they're able to do an evaluation of the information for themselves. Please take a picture of this slide. This is your Zoom meeting checklist and etiquette. Make sure that you send a reminder text to your guests 15 minutes prior to your meeting. That is very, very important because life happens, ladies and gentlemen. As we're going about our day, people forget. And you want to make sure that you have your guests confirmed. Now, you don't see that on here, but I'm going to tell you guys, make sure you send your guest list to the presenter to have your guests confirmed, because that's going to increase the chance of your guests showing up. Now, make sure that you have a professional background. Have your camera on because your guests are watching you. Make sure that your lights are on. You guys may have noticed I have more lighting because I had it, earlier I noticed my overhead light wasn't on. That's not okay because it was casting a shadow. Make sure you test your microphone and your video. Welcome your guests as they come on and introduce them to your speaker. Also, and because what that's going to do is breaks the ice and brings down the walls and allows the guest to be more open with the presenter. Introduce the presenter and make sure that you ask the guest to hold all of the questions till the end. So you don't want to have the presenter saying that, because you don't want the presenter to be the bad guy. Pay attention to the speaker. Make sure that there are no distractions. You don't want to have kids, dogs, cats, and any of that running around. Make sure that there are no distractions, and please do not interrupt the speaker, and have fun. Keep it professional. And here's our call to action. Make sure that we let's complete your Zoom meeting within the next 24 hours. Get with the person. We're going to be going into breakout rooms here shortly. Make sure you get with the person that you're working with, and make sure that you get scheduled for your Zoom meeting so that you too can have a winning August. We're going into this August month, and we're going to explode this month, because we are all champions, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, it is my pleasure to turn over the call to this next gentleman. You heard from him earlier, and he's someone I have a tremendous amount of respect for. So I would like to bring him back to the front of the call. He is a servant leader. He is a leader's leader, and he is well documented in the company and well respected. So at this time, I'd like to turn the call over to our very own top producing regional vice president, ACN's soon to be senior vice president, Mr. JT Thomas. Mr. Thomas, the call is over to you, sir.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Stella. Wasn't that an amazing training? Let's give her a round of applause. I was like, man, and Mrs. Stella is killing this. She brought the fire for August. You know what I mean? So thank you so much for all you do. And I just want to thank all of the trainers and everybody who spoke, the people who I promoted. We saw a gentleman get promoted earlier, Mr. Tyler. And definitely thank you guys for taking the time out. I'm going to bring it home with the last topic. And in my opinion, the most important topic that you can have in this business is a right mindset and a proper mindset. And I'm going to explain to you guys why you hear the word system, because how many of us have heard that word? I remember by show of hands. That was me. I was like, man, I heard the word system, and I was like, what you mean system? Why I got to follow a system? I used to say that to myself, and I used to say that to my mentor at the time. I said, why I got to follow a system? Well, tonight, I'm going to share with you why you follow a system, guys. So let's jump into the training. This is the last topic, and we're going to talk about mindset. So, guys, mindset and events are very important, but the first thing I want to tell you about mindset is you want to make a decision. Make one decision tonight to get started. If you're new and you haven't gotten started, get started. Ladies and gentlemen, it's $2.99 plus $25 a month, and you get to have a global business and work from the comfort of your home, any state, any country that we do business in. Guys, this is an amazing opportunity. You can get paid when people pay bills. Make a simple decision. Let me ask you something. If this business wasn't $2.99 and $25 a month and it was free, would you get started? Oh, yes, you would. You would just get started just for free electricity and free gas and free cell phone. So make that simple decision tonight. Get started with us. Let us work with you. Let us support you and help you build your dreams and build this business. So that's the first decision. The second decision is for everyone else on this call who got started. If you got started, make a decision to go all the way. Make a decision to win. So write that down. I'm going to make a decision today. Write that down. David, Mr. Stella, Miss Charlene, Miss Tina, Miss Faustina, anybody else who's hearing me, make that decision that you're going to win today. Let's start the month all right. Number two, you want to determine your why, and this is going to help you win. See, when I got started, my why was my mother, okay, and still is. My mother, she's done everything she could for me when I was growing up, and she was a person that never told me no. I couldn't, be the person I needed to be. She never told me that I couldn't be this, I couldn't be that. You can do anything you put your mind to, son. She was that person, okay? So I love the fact that I could do something for her. And I knew this business would afford that lifestyle. So my why was my mother. And when I got started, guys, I just took it seriously. I said, listen, when they told me to get my own customers, I'm going to get my own customer. And that's a segue to number three. That's coachable. Write that down. I want every single person to write that down and circle it. Because I promise you, if you're coachable, you will see massive success. But if you're not coachable, I promise you, you will delay your own destiny. You will delay your own dream. You will delay that why that you talked about. You must be coachable, because the person who is telling you and really showing you how to do this business, they've done it already. So make sure you remain coachable, guys, and learn and listen to them, and make sure that you understand that your why is important. All right. Number 4, have a great work ethic, commitment to long term, never quit. All right. But have a great work ethic, guys. You have a great work ethic. I promise you, most of you have a great work ethic at your job or anything else. Just have a great work ethic here. All right. And never quit. Now, let's talk about the ERC. Write that down. ERC. We call it emotional roller coaster. And this is always fun to me because I think everybody goes through this in different areas of your life. And when you first get started, guys, you get that roller coaster. You make a call and you call somebody like Miss Estella, and she's always excited, and you get her on the line and she gonna kill it, right? She gets started, and she becomes regional director, right? And so that's when you're at a high. But then you call your best friend, and your best friend says, well, I don't like this business. I don't like this. This isn't good for me. And then all of a sudden you're going down again, right? On that roller coaster. You're feeling sad. You're like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if this business is gonna work. And then you call David. You call David Olivares. And David Olivares, he's a champion. And when he gets started, he blows it up. Next thing you know, man, he's seeing success. And you're seeing success and you're excited. And then guess what happens? Well, you talk to somebody about being your customer because you're telling them about Vivint and this new promotion. And then look what happens. They don't want to be your customer. So you get sad again because they don't want $250. But that's okay. All right. So guys, this is the roller coaster. Just know that this is normal. Keep the bar down, go for the ride, and understand that focus on your why. If you're focused on your why, these things will make sense. Now, this is the 4-step system. And I want you to make sure you understand these. I'm gonna bring them all up. The 4-step system is to success is number 1, you attended your first quick start training. So make sure you get people to the quick start training, guys. This is very important. This is the foundation. I always tell people, listen, if you want to see success, come to the training. If you don't want to see success, don't come to the training. See how simple that is? No stress. Right? Then you want to get qualified, all right? Like Mr. Tyler earlier. He got qualified. He hosted a Zoom meeting, guys. You want to do that in your first 24, 48 hours. Do that right away. The third thing is, of course, we have a Friday night leadership. You definitely want to attend that event. And then, of course, you do not want to miss an international event or a national event. And that is in Orlando, guys. But we do have a local event that if you're flying to Texas, which I know a lot of you are doing, going to Texas. I'm in Texas. And especially if you're in Texas, you should not miss this event. But this is an incredible event. It's the Impact event, guys, with Tony Kupas, Presley Swaggerty. These are senior vice president platinum and a co-founder. And guys, we have the top people that are seeing success in this company. They're going to train you and your team. So you want to make sure you get there. And I'm going to share a quick video and then just to kind of show you what's going on, and then we'll be right back. Wow, guys. So guys, this is incredible. Let's give that video a round of applause. Mr. Nick Vujicic is someone I respect. He will be there. And again, these tickets are going away, guys. I think I want to say we're more than 80% sold out. Okay. And we got a lot of time, but just know that it will be a sellout event, guys. And so I want to end on this. This is important, guys. I want you to understand system, and please If you can, turn your cameras on if you can, because I want to speak to you guys very candidly here. And I'm just gonna take you guys through a scenario. All right. Now, let me just ask somebody to volunteer. Who wants to volunteer with me? Who wants to volunteer? By show of hands. Paul, Mr. Paul, I'm gonna unmute you. I'm gonna unmute you. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Doing well. How are you, JT?
Oh, just living the dream, brother, living the dream. Now, Mr. Paul, you just got started in the business not too long ago, right? And you got you some customers, got customer qualified. Now, what if I say to you today, your dream is to do big things in this business, right?
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, right?
Right.
So what if I said to you today, Mr. Paul, 100 people sign up in your business today?
Wow. That's fantastic. Yes.
You'll be excited, right?
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
100 people sign up today, right?
That's
Can we
right.
all agree? Paul would be excited, right? Would you all be excited if 100 people came into your business today on August 1st, knowing that the regional coordinator bonus is up for grabs? You would be excited, right?
That's
So,
right.
Paul, you would be excited. But let me tell you something about the system. What if next Tuesday, remember you're busy, you're a pastor, you got stuff going on. What if I tell you next Tuesday, I'm gonna cancel the training and we're not gonna train anybody next week, and you got 100 people in your business? Would you like that?
No, I don't think so.
You wouldn't like that, right? Because you would be like, what am I gonna do? I got 100 people that just got started. They need to see success. They need to understand the comp plan. They need to understand how to get customers. They need to understand how to talk to people. And you guys are canceling the training. He would be upset, and all of you would. You know why? Because normally the system is, it's supposed to work even without you. That's why we do a consistent training every week. So you can bring people and we can train your people, and you don't have to do all of the work. So if you come on the call and you say, well, it sounds like the same thing every week. Well, that's because you're coming by yourself. But let you have 100 people come and join your business. Oh, you're gonna want Mr. David to be training customers. You're gonna want Miss Charlene to do the presentation. You're gonna want Mr. Stella to train your people how to invite. Does that make sense, everybody, about the system? It's supposed to work to help you guys. And I want you guys to really experience that rapid growth, because I'm telling you right now, we are gonna go to 100. We are gonna go to 500. But the only way you will be able to scale that business is get them to trainings like this and get them to live events. I promise you, if you do that, you will see massive success in this business. So thank you, Paul, for role playing with me. I just wanted to use you as an example because, I wanted to use Paul because he's new. Some of you may think, well, JT's an RVP, Miss Charlene's RD. But I wanted to use someone who hasn't even experienced that success and see his reaction when we change up the system. And we don't want to do that. All right. So the system is a system. Follow the system of success, guys. I'm excited for every single one of you. We're going to get into some breakout rooms. And in those breakout rooms, guys, just get qualified. You want to get your 5 services if you haven't got that. Number 2, you want to understand how to properly invite, like Mr. Stella told you. So practice with your leader. And then, of course, you want to enroll for the next live event. So with that being said, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for taking your time out. We appreciate all of you guys. Let's see some massive success in the month of August. I'm excited. Let's see some new regional coordinator promotions, guys. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Love you. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll get into the breakout room. See you soon, guys.